everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about Saturn in Aquarius. This is part of the Saturn sign series of my channel. If you want to check out the other Saturn signs, just check out the playlist called Saturn signs. I've said Saturn like so many times till now. It's so funny. But just check out the playlist on my channel on YouTube and you'll find all the other signs related to Saturn. So today I'm going to talk about Saturn in Aquarius. So what happens when the slow-moving planet of Saturn is in the air sign of Aquarius. So stay tuned for the rest of the video. Before I get started, I wanted to let you guys know that I don't need to chart readings. So I look at your birth chart, I look at the different houses, the different planets, the different aspects that are being made to it, and I tell you what kind of challenges you might be facing in your life. I also give you an action plan, a recommendation plan that you can use to overcome these challenges and move forward in your life. Then I also do synastry chart readings, which are basically relationship compatibility readings. So let's say if you like someone, if you have a crush on someone, or if you're already in a relationship and you want to know what it's going to be like, what the flavor of the relationship is going to be like, you can contact me for a synastry chart reading. Apart from this, I also do tarot card readings, so you can ask me questions related to your career, health, finance, relationships, basically any aspect of your life, and I'll do a tarot card reading for you as well. To contact me for a reading, drop me a message on my Facebook page, that's facebook.com/VenusiansCorp. You can also drop me an email at astroluck111@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I've posted both the links in the description box below, so be sure to contact me for a reading. So let's get started today. We're talking about Saturn in Aquarius. So first of all, let me talk a little bit about Saturn. Saturn is a slow-moving planet. It traditionally rules Capricorn, which is the zodiac sign related to the 10th house, which has to do with your career, your financial success, your public image, the way other people perceive you in society after what you've achieved in your life. That's all the 10th house. And Saturn rules these things. Saturn also represents the father figure in your life. If the moon represents the mother in your life, Saturn represents the father figure. And in Aquarius, Aquarius is an air sign. It's a fixed air sign. It's ruled by the planet of Uranus, which has to do with sudden changes, basically electric changes that are happening out of nowhere, where you don't have a clue what's going on. That's basically Uranus. Aquarius energy in general is a little bit eccentric, is a little bit weird. Not because they want to be that way, but they don't like the conventional route when it comes to things. They like to go off the path that nobody has been in before. And part of it also has to do with the fact that Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, which has to do with these sudden changes. You know, the energy of Uranus is that of electricity. So it's very much about sudden, abrupt changes that are happening. And you basically have to deal with these changes all of a sudden. That's Uranus energy. And Aquarius being ruled by that basically represents the idea that these people, they have the sense of restlessness in them all the time. Now this is not like a Gemini restlessness, which is more cerebral, more Mercury role, because you know Gemini is ruled by Mercury. So the restlessness of Gemini has to do in the mind, like their mind is always working overtime. That's the Gemini restlessness. When I'm talking about Aquarius restlessness, this is more to do with them not being satisfied with what's going on in their life. Now that can be their job, that can be their career, that can be their family life, you know. Basically, they're not happy with the status quo. They always want things to change. They're always looking for excitement. Excitement is a very Uranian energy. And so Aquarius people, they do get bored quite easily. They do like excitement, but not excitement for the sake of it. It has to make sense to them. Usually they'll want something that's like a social cause or something that they can really work for, because Aquarius traditionally rules the 11th house, which has to do with friends and your social circle, your social life. So usually Aquarius people, they They want to take up something that has a social relevance, like a social cause. They want to fight for it, and it's a humanitarian sign. So they love to help people out. They love to have the underdog. They don't like injustice in any form, especially if it's towards somebody who doesn't have much going on for them in terms of privileges in life. These people, they really like to take that extra step and help people forward, help people out. Now, when you've got Saturn and Uranus, Saturn is always this planet that puts a spoke in whichever sign it's sitting in. So Saturn is going to bring about that restriction no matter which sign it's sitting in. So in Aquarius, it's going to delay things. So if you are a Saturn in Aquarius, you may feel a lot of restlessness regarding your career, regarding your life choices, the way you're at in life right now. And the thing is, when you try to change it, there will be this setback that comes to you. And usually, whenever you try to change things up around you, you will find that there is some kind of roadblock, there is some kind of setback. It's never that easy to just get up and leave the way you would want to, because Aquarius is very freedom loving. It's one of those signs, just like Sagittarius, which needs its space. It needs its freedom. They don't like to be tied down, whether that be a romantic relationship, whether that be a partnership, whether that be their life choices. They really like to do their own thing. And one of the things is Aquarius doesn't like authority. They may have trouble with hierarchy in an organization, or respecting authority. They may have problems with that because Aquarius does tend to think that it's more intelligent than other people. They do have that chip on their shoulder. And usually that's well earned because they would have done their research on something before they talk about it. They're very particular about that. So if they have a boss or an authority figure who does not know much about the subject and yet they're sitting there on the top of the corporate ladder, the Aquarius is not going to respect them. And actually, Aquarius has no problems calling out their superiors on things that they did wrong. They are rebels to a large extent. They, like I said, they don't really care about what society thinks of them. They are very comfortable doing their own thing. They're very unique. Uniqueness is again a very Uranian energy. They're very unique. They're rebellious, but not rebellious just for the sake of it, like to make an impression. That's in their DNA. They are rebellious because it's in their bloodstream to find excitement all the time and to look for the next big thing, something that challenges them intellectually, something that's going to inspire them. See, the thing is, Aquarius is a visionary sign. They love to look at the future. It's a futuristic sign. So a lot of the stuff that Aquarius thinks of right now, they may not be relevant today, but they may be relevant 10 years from now. And 10 years from now, people are going to look back and say, wow, you actually thought about this a decade back. That's amazing. So that's Aquarius. They really do think far ahead, and that's what makes them amazing, because they're able to look past these present day boundaries and frameworks and really look at what is possible, what is next. And that's why they always crave a challenge. They always crave a stimulation and some kind of change in their life, because they're looking for something that inspires them. Now, that being said, when you've got Saturn in Aquarius, traditionally, actually, Saturn does rule the sign of Aquarius. It does rule Aquarius, but in more modern times, Aquarius has been known to be ruled by Uranus. Now, Saturn in Aquarius, like I said, on one hand, you've got this electrical current running through you, which wants change, which wants something new, inspiring, exciting. And Uranus also is ruled by technology. So you may be the kind of person who loves looking at new technology, using technology to accomplish different things, accomplish different tasks, or get ahead in life. And Saturn here puts a spoke in that. Saturn is going to put a lid on it. It's not going to let you get to that stage without some kind of hardship and hurdles. And I think part of the challenge here, like usually Saturn, whichever, everybody has Saturn in their chart somewhere. Now it depends on where it's placed. Saturn lessons are usually learned when you are in your mid 30s or in your early 40s. That's when the Saturnian lessons usually start kicking in, because usually people reach a certain level of emotional maturity, mental maturity by that time, and so they would have learned their Saturnian lessons by that time. Now, Saturn in Aquarius is basically teaching you that you need to probably look at the opposite sign, which is Leo, which is again a fixed sign, and which is all about ego, which is all about the sense of self, who you are as a person. Like sometimes Saturn and Aquarius people can be so caught up in a project that is helping humanity or that is helping other people. They can get so caught up in it that they forget to focus on themselves. They may forget who they are as a person. Like they may lose their sense of identity or sense of self, which is what the ego is. And so Saturn in Aquarius is basically teaching you that to a certain extent you need to look at Leo, which is your opposite sign, which is also a fixed sign, and take a page from Leo and learn to focus on yourself first. Because the thing is, if your cup isn't full, then you can't possibly give to other people. That's basically what Saturn in Aquarius is telling you. So as much as your intentions and ideas are noble and you want to help the world, you want to help people who are less privileged compared to you, which is a great thing, but at the same time, it's important not to lose your sense of self in doing that. And it's important to discover who you are at your very core, because when you're able to do that, then you're able to identify projects or passions in your life that strike at your core and also help other people, if that makes sense. So basically, in a nutshell, that's what I have for today about Saturn and Aquarius. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. It really helps me when you like my videos, guys, because it helps me to stay relevant on YouTube. YouTube has this algorithm where the videos that have the most likes, they get indexed higher on the search engine rankings. So if you like the video, if you just click on the thumbs up button at the bottom of the video, then that helps me rank higher and it helps me stay relevant. It motivates me to give you more fresh content regarding astrology as well. For those of you who have already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. I appreciate all your support and all your encouragement. And if you haven't already, you can click on the subscribe button and you can stay subscribed to my channel, and you can click on the bell icon next to the subscribe button so that every time I post a video, you get a notification in your inbox and you can stay tuned for all of the latest updates. So thanks a lot for watching, guys, and see you in my next video, which is going to be Saturn in Pisces. So stay tuned for that one and see you in my next video. Bye.